Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to our section of SEM Criterion 5.2 Teaching and Learning and 9.1 Cognitive Development. This presentation has been created and presented by Joy and Kamal. In this presentation, we will present to you how teaching and learning is managed in our school with the aim to develop students in their thinking process, which is in line with our school long-term and short-term goals. We will also be looking at how far we have been successful in achieving the goal of developing the cognitive development of our students. We will also share with you recent EV findings and areas for improvement. We hope this short video of ours can stimulate some thinking, and we hope you will also answer some of the questions that we have posed in the Cosmology website. Teaching and learning in our school has been organized along the whole school curriculum 2015. Now, this whole school curriculum has five strategic thrusts. They are character and motivation, students as partners in learning, personalized instruction, real experiences, and enable learning. On top of the WSC 2015, Suchin Secondary School also encourages innovations in learner-centered teaching approaches. The whole school curriculum encompasses 5 key curriculum strategies. For character and motivation, it is aimed at developing intrinsic motivation so as to lead to self-regulated learners. Teachers will be motivating students so that they can better learn on their own and with as little extrinsic motivation as possible. Second, students as partners in learning. Now, what this means is that we are moving from a transmitted curriculum to a transformative one, where learning occurs through dialogue, negotiation, interaction, gamification, and other elements. Under personalized instruction, we are looking at an instructional program that is highly customized, personalized in the cognitive, affective, and skills domains, where instructions are regulated to meet each learner's learning needs, and students on their own can regulate their own learning. And number 4, real experiences. And what we mean by this is that learning has moved beyond a contrived, simulated environment from within the 4 walls of the classroom to the real world, where students will be interfacing directly with the real world. And finally, enable learning. And learning would take place beyond the space and time limits of the classroom, and learning can even take place without the teacher being present, and here the students can learn from the larger environment. Suchin Secondary School is also proud to have innovated towards teaching and learning, and 3 things stand out. One of them is Sparks, which refers to a very customized school-based software that allows students to learn on their own, hence achieving learning experiences that's beyond what could be offered normally in a classroom. And tutorial relationships, or better known as TR. Here you can see that students learn from their peers and later they will teach other peers. Through this process, closer relationship and more ownership of learning and self-learning are taking place. And in project work, we have project work that encompasses many different areas from craft and tech, science and technology, as well as the humanities subject. With things like historical and geographical innovation, students are able to synthesize their learning and to present them to their classmates. And of course, some of these projects are being taken as final year assessment scores. Now, how do we monitor and evaluate the TNL processes in our school? Well, there are a few measures to help us to achieve this. One of them is the formal and informal modes of assessments. Also, there are the department meetings, and evaluations that normally happen after common tests and semestral examinations. Also, during PLC sessions, teachers will bring up issues that affect them during teaching and learning. And as a team, they will work towards a solution and brainstorm some of these ideas and its application in the classroom. And of course, our school leaders play a very proactive role in which they in which they will lend their eyes in terms of evaluating some of the assessment papers and give feedback to the respective IP heads. And in this year, we have started on the MIA IP survey, where students are giving feedback towards the instructional program that they receive by the middle of the year. And this could be used to help sharpen and enhance the instructional program of the school. Now, notable improvements in terms of monitoring the teaching and learning in our school includes the tracking of results using the school portal. As of last year and this year, the school uses the school portal actively to identify the target and what students should be aiming for in their mid-year exams and their final year exams. And of course, with the availability of the results online, students can see how they perform with regards to their peers in the other classes and across the cohort. And in this year, we have used the MIA IP survey. Not only does it give individual teachers an idea of how they are faring in the different ratings, but it also allows the department to have a collective understanding of where they are as a department in terms of their achievements towards the five strategic the key strategies in the WSC 2015. During the mid-year review, the various departments have taken a look at how they fared collectively and have made adjustments to the department action plans. And of course, the use of STEM or skillful teacher and enhanced mentoring also helps to raise the level of teaching and learning in our school, as beginning teachers are paired with more experienced senior teachers. This allowed conversations and dialoguing for a prolonged period, and over time, beginning teachers have shown more confidence and are competent to handle challenging classes. Of course, this also helps to build camaraderie and foster cooperation and provide support for the beginning teacher in his or her professional careers. Now, one of the things that we have learned during our IP survey, based on the 12 questions, is that the survey was administered to all students and the results were segmented by class, stream, and subject. And now at the school level, we realized that a number of key points stood out. Surprisingly, our NT students scored highest across all the questions, while our NA students did poorly. Now, in terms of the strategies, character and motivation scored the highest, while students as partners in learning were the lowest, showing us that we still have some ways to go to change the role and relationship between students and teachers. Now, there were also some surprising qualitative comments that students gave that reinforced some of the reflections that teachers had earlier. For example, some students feedback about their discomfort with autonomy and having an unstructured learning environment, and they also asked for more teacher guidance. This supports our belief that providing more choice actually requires us to first build in our students the skills and motivation to learn how to learn on their own. One of the findings from the EV team is that there is little evidence that the school has fully unpacked the 5 principles of its WSC framework. This lack of clarity has led to uneven deployment of strategies across the department. Secondly, while the school has customized programs to support the learning needs of its students, there is little evidence of a structured approach to stretching the ability of students in the express course to bring out the best in them. Now, one of the ways in which we track school achievement with regards to the cognitive development of our students are to look at these results, namely L1B5 from the secondary 4 express O levels, L1B4, Secondary 5, Normal Academic O-Levels, percentage of 4NA students eligible for 5N, level of study, and the ELMAB1 score for Sec 4NT students. Now, these results are often studied and deliberated upon and discussed by the SMC, and you'll be able to find the detailed results in criterion 9.1 of the results as the results table in the SEM report. We hope you have enjoyed our presentation, and we look forward to you to answer the questions that we have posed in the later section of cosmology. From Joy and me, thank you.